If you're trying to build a 3D printing business in 2025 and you're struggling to get sales and or not seeing any sales at all, then in this video, I'm going to show you how to effectively market your products and not only get more sales, but how to position yourself as a brand and as authority, allowing you to charge a lot more and have more fun in the process. Now, this video is going to be more of a rant, more of just me talking to the camera. And the reason for this is because, I've filmed this several times on a whiteboard. I filmed it several times on my iPad and on my computer. But truthfully, this is just more me just sitting down, just talking to you, just giving my general advice after doing tens of thousands of dollars in selling digital and as well as physical products online, helping other students start and grow their own 3D printing businesses, and as well as helping other students design their own products and then sell those products online. And the common thing that I see that separates most people who are either not making any sales or not seeing any sales at all versus someone who is making 5, 10, 6, 8, 9, 10 grand a month consistently, truthfully, there's like a big gap. And the big gap is the knowledge that you don't have that allows you to cross to the other side. Now, one of those things is the marketing. And most people, when it comes to marketing, they don't know how to do it. And truthfully, no one's going to teach you this. No one's going to tell you in school, like, hey, you need to know how to market or how to sell. You need to know how to position yourself as an authority, as a brand, as a leader to sell more or to charge more. Now, what do I mean by this? And how does this relate to 3D printing? Well, I want you to imagine you are selling 3D printed products online. And, let's just imagine I'm selling this eraser. This is an eraser for the whiteboard. When I buy this eraser, I'm not buying it because it's made out of foam or that it's soft. I mean, that's a plus. It's cool. But when I'm buying this because I don't want to use my shirt to erase the marker on the whiteboard. I'm buying this because it solves a problem. There's a specific problem that I want solved. So I'm willing to pay $9.99 for that problem to be solved, right? But at no point did this company sell me on the fact that it's made out of like a felt or that it was made out of foam. That might be it might mention in the description that it was made out of that, but it's not selling me that, right? When Apple is selling me AirPods, they're not selling me that the case is plastic or injection molded or that 1,000, 2,000 engineers came together and put this product together. No, they're selling me the fact that I'm able to hear my music in my ear and be able to listen to this anywhere on the go without anyone distracting me, and the ease of use in their ecosystem. When Logitech is selling me their mouse, they're selling me the ergonomics of the mouse and how much better I will feel and my wrist will feel when I'm working using this mouse. They're not selling me that it's made out of plastic. They're not selling the rubber. That's not the main selling point here. The selling point is the solution. So when it comes to 3D printed products, it seems like every single 3D printed product that I see online, from when somebody's just starting out versus the people who are really successful, they seem to use 3D printing as like the identity of the business, when 3D printing is just the way you make the product. It's not the way the product is. The product is just 3D printed. That's all it is. So instead of calling this plastic AirPods, right? You wouldn't call this plastic AirPods. You wouldn't call this felt or foam whiteboard eraser. You wouldn't call this this is basically like a mic. You wouldn't call this mic plastic injection molded mics. I mean, but then for some reason, when it comes to 3D printing, it seems to be 3D printed something, 3D printed this, 3D printed that. Everywhere is plastered, 3D printed. The hashtags they might use is 3D printed. The videos they put 3D printed. They show their 3D printers in the background, and they show I'm just talking about content. The marketing material is so strictly around 3D printing, but the thing is, you're not trying to sell to other people with 3D printers. You're trying to sell to people who are trying to buy your product. So for example, if you're trying to sell, I'm trying to think of an example. Don't have any example off the top of my hand right now or anything printed nearby. But if I was trying to sell this, this cable, right? I wouldn't tell you that the cable was made out of rubber because truthfully, most customers don't care. They don't care it's made out of rubber or whatever material this was made out of. They just want the ability to hear their music through this aux. Like that's all people care about. And if you're marketing your material and you're trying to market that it's 3D printed and all this other stuff, look, that can work. But truthfully, what's going to end up happening is that you're going to segment your products into the 3D printing ecosystem, meaning that if you watch 3D printing content, if you see a product that's 3D printed, you want the STL, not the product. Why would you spend $30 on the print when you know you can print it yourself for less than $2? Now, let's just be honest. And if you're creating content, marketing material, where you're using hashtags that use 3D printing, Bamboo, Ender, Creality, any of that stuff, if you're creating videos with printers in the background, if you're creating content or videos that, that mention 3D printing every other sentence, look, you're going to segment yourself into the 3D printing community, which is nothing wrong with that, but those are not your buyers. Those are not people that are going to buy your products. The people who will buy your products are the people who are looking for these solutions or have a general interest in these solutions. So if I'm selling this 3D printed, let's just imagine this is a 3D printed mouse, I'm not going to market this as a 3D printed mouse. I'm just going to market this mouse as an ergonomic mouse that's going to save your wrists from like carpal tunnel or something like that, right? Whatever that helps with. That's what my selling point is. It's the solution. It's not the way it's made. It's the solution. So going back to my main point, kind of circling this back around, what I've noticed is that everyone that is making 10 grand a month, 5 grand, say, it doesn't even matter, maybe even 25. We have students that are making with 20 plus X1 carbons literally in their garage. Like they're probably making way more than 15, 20 grand a month. They don't use 3D printing as their marketing material. Yeah, their products are 3D printed, but their marketing material isn't 3D printing. Truly, the marketing material that they use is the solution, and they provide that solution to their customers. Whereas everyone over here, they seem to like plaster 3D printed everywhere, and their content is 3D printing, and their listings, wherever they list their products, 3D printed, right? So everything, their whole identity of their business is 3D printing. But look, your customers don't care that it's 3D printed at the end of the day. They want the solution. They don't care if it's 3D printed. So to kind of summarize and kind of bring this all together, look, if you're not seeing consistent sales, if you're not getting the results you want, if you're not really seeing kind of like the output that you want, it doesn't matter what you're selling. If you're selling dragons, flexies, fidgets, a functional design, a product that you've designed and you want to take to market, maybe your product has electrical components and 3D printed parts, and you're trying to piece this all together and know how to market it. Well, it starts with really understanding how to market it in the first place. And let's just cast 3D printing aside. How do you actually market a product online? Well, I would actually look at maybe 5 to 10 content creators online who are actually doing what you're already doing. Figure out what posts are they putting online that resonate with what you're doing. So for example, if someone else is also selling a similar product to this, I would probably also look at other creators, seeing exactly what they're doing, what kind of content they're putting, and then create a list and see exactly what it is they're doing. What kind of content or style or thing do I need to learn from or learn about, and then create content around my product doing a similar thing to them. Not copy, not completely, copy somebody, I'm saying, but like use what's already working to my advantage. And if you know how to do that, if you know how to create that list, if you know how to organize those videos and say, okay, I know what works and understand what works, then you just create content with your phone. I have an iPhone 12. That's all the videos. Every single video I've shot with is my iPhone 12. Then using your phone, just picking up your phone, filming content and actually putting effort into your content, not using templates, not using shortcuts, like actually creating a video from start to finish and thinking about what somebody's going to see at the end of it. And then if that video doesn't do well, then just do it again, doing it every single day. And that's truthfully how our clients get customers. So our clients literally have a system where we walk them down. Literally, you post content every single day. You have a place where someone buys your products, usually at your store, your online store, and then you get people coming in buying your products if they're interested. And like once you understand this, it's just a matter of creating more content, funneling all these people into your online store, and then converting those customers into paying customers, or converting those leads into paying customers. And that's how you basically build a business, and not a 3D printing business, just a business. So hopefully this video has been insightful and informative. I know this is more like off the cuff. I plan to do more off the cuff stuff because I feel that I think there's a lot of not really solid information online around building a business with 3D printing, and more specifically just like building a business and actually creating funnels and building a brand and building an identity for your products that isn't 3D printing related, just more so around creating cool products and designs that people can use. And that's kind of why we need 3D printing in the first place. You buy a printer because you can create stuff that you either wouldn't get at the store or that you could get at the store, but you can buy or create for much cheaper with a 3D printer. And that's why we buy them, because they're really cool and fun. And if you turn it into a business and you know what you're doing, you can really scale this up super quickly, very fast. So with that said, hopefully this video has been insightful and informative, and hopefully this has gotten you some value. If you want a free training on how to start and grow your 3D printing business, I literally have a free training down below. It's 100% free. This gives you everything I've learned over the past 5 years of starting my own business, to working with companies like Autodesk, to creating 3D printable products and designs, and as well as having my own communities helping other people learn how to create their own products and designs. But with that said, if you're interested in that, there's going to be a link down below. Sign up. It's 100% free. But with that said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.